Alright guys, so in terms of talking about Ultra Hit here and whether you should summon or skip for him. Now, I don't have to record this video on the website here because Legends is currently in, the good old Legendary maintenance. Hopefully it should be up soon, but yeah, I'll be showing on the website here the banner and all that sort of stuff, right? So, obviously Ultra Hit did get his Platinum equipment, which he is looking fairly impressive. I'd say he's probably definitely in the top 10 for sure, probably even top 5 pushing it. So, he's definitely a very good unit, right? But the thing is, with these Ultra banners, and especially this time frame we're in now, because obviously it's anniversary, it does make things harder to summon for, right? Now, I said it for a few reasons. One, obviously because the other Ultra, well, the other banners we got currently, which I'll quickly show just to pull up, I think a lot better regardless. And the banners I'm talking about down here, the anniversary ones, right? So, for example, I always think anniversary banners, or even Legends First banners, are the best to summon on, purely because of all the feature characters in that, right? Like, you look at the featured roster here, like who we got, UI Goku, best in the game sort of thing. God Goku still fairly high up there, especially with all these plat equipments, equipments he's got. Gotenks still very good. Rev UI Goku after Zenkai, incredibly good unit. So you can sort of see how this banner has a lot more value to it. Plus, obviously with this one as well, it's triple Z power for the next few days, I think. I think it ends in... It should end when part 2 starts, I think it is. So that's why I think this banner's a lot better to summon. But there's also, I'm quickly showing here just to... did I go past it, right? There's other LFs on the banner as well. Which are... I can't remember where... It can't be that far down, surely. Let me quickly try and find it here. Unless I might have scrolled past already. But there's other LFs on the banner. They are unfeatured. The rates are a lot lower, obviously, than these ones. But to me, this is a lot better to summon on. But when we have a look back on Ultra Hits banner, it's not bad, I would say. Just because hits on it, but the other characters yeah. So basically how I sort of look at banners is like you obviously gotta look at the main unit, which is obviously Hit. Like I said, Hit's a very good unit. But I look at it in terms of if you get shafted, right? Now, what I mean by that is, let's say for example you do, I don't know, 20k CC, right? And in 20k CC, you might get, UI Goku, you might get Zamasu, stuff like that, with no hit, right? Now, both the units, Zamasu you might better run in PvP. I wouldn't try it, but I guess it could happen. So, when you look at it that way, is it worth spending your CC just to try and get hit and potentially get him or not? Because remember, the thing about this banner that I don't like with Ultras in general is there's no reward, right? If you summon, yeah, you might get Z2 medals from all these other units you might get dupes of. But, well, you do get tickets as well, so the Legends tickets, which I think are pointless. These red tickets here, they don't really give you anything. You can get Z power for it, but it's not really worth it into comparison when you look at, like, LF banners of, like, LF Z power, stuff like that. Guaranteed dupe, pity. Which I think if they add, like, well, they could probably add a pity system to this if they want. It's like the Ultra banners, but I don't know what they would make the coin. Because obviously it's like, what, 50 coins? Yeah, I think 50 coins to get a new LF unit. Well, to get pity on the LF banners. So I guess for an Ultra, it would have to be like, probably about the same, I'd say. 50 or maybe 60, if they want to be a bit greedy. But I don't see them doing that. We've had so many Ultra banners come out, and none of them had pity. So unless anniversary they change that, and for part 3 we do get an Ultra that has pity on the banner, like, I just don't really see the point in summoning, because, like, unless you do get lucky with Hit, you do pull Hit, yeah, you fail it, like, you're going to be cooking then, right? But if you're getting any others, like any of these other units, are you going to be happy spending your CC on that? Or you go back on these LF banners. I can't show it because if the game was open, I could show it because I could show the full list. But, with all the summons you could do on this banner, you can get, I think it's a total of 1200 LF Z power on the other one. That's including the 600 and the couple of 200, stuff like that. So, to me, you get a lot more value summoning on that banner than you would with this one. Like, yeah, if you get 2 copies of Hit, you can get his plat equipment fully maxed out, and you're cooking, right? But if you don't, and you get really shafted on his banner, then you're pretty much stuffed, right? Because you gotta remember, part 2 literally starts in, like, what, 6 days, I think, recording this video? 5 days, maybe? Obviously, part 2 could be you know, could be trash. We don't know. Obviously, last year wasn't really that hype. A lot of people were saying, you know, of Gohan and God Goku, which is sort of understandable. So obviously, we don't know what's happening for part two. But the good thing about this banner, which I'm not, will it show me the time? Yeah. So this banner actually will be up when the part two banners drop, or at least when the part two live stream drops. So we'll know the units by then. So you should have roughly 2 to 3 days, I think it is, after the live stream for this banner to still be up. So there's still plenty of time to save up. So what I would recommend to do is all the CC you get at the moment, like currently grinding, stuff like that, don't summon just yet on Hits banner or any banners. Wait for part two, the reveals and stuff, or Legends information, whatever it is. And then sort of judge on that. If you go, oh, I really like this unit, well, then you can obviously summon for part two. But if you're more tempted to summon for hit, well, at least now you know what's coming for part two and you can summon, right? Obviously, part three isn't for quite a while, so you don't have to really worry about that too much if you don't want to. But I'm assuming part 3 will be an Ultra. Part 2 could be... I think it could be an LF Games original character, which I'll have another video talking about that soon. But yeah, my best suggestion at the moment is currently just wait, save your CC, and then if you like the part 2 units, summon for them. Or you can keep summoning for part 1 if you want. But I think, yeah, don't summon for hit just yet. Wait for part 2 and then see what happens. But yeah, that's the end of today's video, guys. If you guys like this video and you want to see more of these type of guides and that, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one.